It's Thursday, and the F-86D Dog Sabre for the Atomic Dog 32 Appreciation Group build is done. Done. This is the Revell 148 scale Revell monogram, I guess. 148 scale Pro Modeler kit. With aftermarket decals for the 525th Fighter Interceptor Squadron, known as the Fighting Bulldogs. Look at that. That's two layers of dog for the Year of the Dog reference. This is a really good kit. If you run across one at a decent price, you should grab it. I know Kitty Hawk is bringing out a kit also. The Revell version is the later version. This is the monogram, which is the early version, which doesn't have the drag chute compartment on the vertical stabilizer, and it has different air inlets on the sides of the fuselage. Other than that, it's basically the same. We did this one for the Fighting Bulldog Fighter Interceptor Squadron. It was based in Germany in 1950. 1951 is particularly when they had the F-86D. Okay, reset here. The only real problem I had with the kit, well, aside from the about 200 stencils that had to go on it, it comes with the pitot tube molded onto the wing and sticking out there in space, which I promptly broke off, but I managed to hang on to it, not lose it, and we glued it back on here for the final, and it can stay there. It should be able to be alright. I'm going to go a little closer around here. I'll flip her on her back here. That's the rocket pod, which will retract into the body. There. Got really decent landing gear bays. The detail on this plane is really nice. We have to show it more in the stills than anything else. The cockpit is super detailed. The kit does come with a decent pilot for a change, but the cockpit was so nice that I really didn't want to cover that up, so no pilot for this one. The kit also includes a motor tug, which I have painted but have not built yet. I was never intending to actually display it with this tug. I just kind of keep this for general purpose photography, you know, something to throw into the various pictures. It's actually a really detailed, for what it is, and kind of a throw-in type thing. It's really detailed in its own right. Let's see if I can get to focus here a little bit. The instrument panel is really nicely detailed. The motor I've got in the other room, I just painted it, and it's got a nice detail on it. It's got kind of the safety tread on the floor of the cab there, and just a lot of nice detail on it for what I consider to be a throw-in in the kit. I painted it with a real durable lacquer, so it's going to take a couple of days for it to really set up. Anyway, back to the plane. We've got our air brakes deployed. We've got our fuel dump probe sticking out the side there. We've got our Bulldog on the tail. We've got our drop tanks with the lightning bolts on it. Canopy all painted, featured, nice and shiny. So overall, this is a great kit. If you should consider picking one up if you see one at a decent price. So it went together well. I added, I think it was 3/4. I have to go back to look at the earlier video. I think it was either 1/2 or 3/4 of an ounce of weight in the nose to keep it from being a tail sitter. The kit does come with a little peg to prop it up, but there's plenty of room in the nose section here. I think it was either 1/2 or 3/4 of an ounce that I put in there, and it does just fine. I mean, it's not, it's thud. It's definitely not tail heavy anymore. So thanks for everything you've done, Brian, and your videos are always enjoyable. You try and keep it light and humorous and excuse me, lighthearted. You never know what you're going to come up with next, and kind of like me, anybody can get a good result with one of those brand new Tamiya kits, but sometimes it takes a little more finesse to break into the old cobweb cover kits, and like my last one, the old Pogo, and turn out something decent. And that's actually kind of cool too, because those are same era, same scale. See if I can back up here a little without causing too much chaos. There we go. Two older kits that maybe, if you saw one on the shelf or cruising eBay, you might pass it by, but give it a go. Turd polishing can be fun too. So I'm running along here. I got lots of pictures to throw in the end, so we'll just cut it off right there. Have a good